Start over. Many years ago, I was that young girl who spent all her time always wanting to be like another one. I was miserable. I was stressed all the time because I tried to be someone that I was never created to be. Is that you? Hi, my name is Bracia. I create content and talk about healing and transformation coach. So I'm on a mission to attend, I help, assist, my mom, by women who suffer from past trauma, childhood trauma in the process of healing. In this video, I would love to ask you or take you to the journey and give you some three little steps on how to start over. Please do me a favor, subscribe and get the notification bell on so you receive any notification anytime we go live. The number one tip that I want to tell you when you want to start over is to do like an assessment of where you come, because again, before you know where you're going, before you have the clear direction, you have to kind of assess where you're coming from. So I want you to stop what you're doing and I want you to take a pen or a pencil, a journal, and start writing where you're coming from. What have you been through? What happened last year? What didn't happen last year? Do like a summary, okay, a paragraph of exactly your journey until today. This gonna help you to have clarity exactly on where you stand, because to have the correct tool, the right equipment to know exactly everything that you need to know where you stand right now. Number two, I want you to rethink. Just to give me a simple example. You probably dreamed last year, and I wish you did, to, I don't know, to lose weight, okay? As a woman, you know what I'm talking about. That was your plan and a purpose. But it did not happen. But I want you to rethink. Kind of by thinking of what you're thinking. What I mean is, I want you to see the moment and say, my plan was to lose 20 pounds. How many pounds did I lose? Did I lose 5 pounds? Did I lose 2 pounds? What did I do that did not work? That can be one point. The second point, what was I supposed to do that I did not do? Another point might be also, what can I do from now that I know once I assess? What can I do? What do I need right now? For me, for example, when I was in that stage, trying up and down, trying many programs, I never enjoy going to the gym. You know why? And that's gonna be our next element, because I was comparing. There was this phobia anytime I would go to the gym and see a skinnier woman. For me, it was a mark of healthy. And I'm telling you, thank God for conversation. I discovered that most of the women that I've envied, that I wanted to be like, were miserable in the skin. They never loved being skinny. They were skinny not because they chose to be skinny. They were skinny because they could not gain weight. Meanwhile, I was envying them. So anytime I would go to the gym, I would be always looking at them like, oh man, they already skinny. They already have lost what I wanted to lose. So why in the world am I like kind of torturing myself? That kind of created a kind of phobia in my mind. So anytime I want to go to the gym, I'll just not even go. I'll be there physically, but mentally I'll be absent. Did that happen to you? That happened to me. So I want you to figure out something that you love, because exercise like reading is like wearing clothes. Not all the clothes will fit you the same way, like all exercise won't fit you. For example, me, I don't like running, but I love walking. I love walking outside. I love getting on the bike, I love doing abs and stuff, push-ups on the wall. You can find modification, because what exactly that we don't understand is, anytime that doesn't, whatever we're doing doesn't create pleasure and it create pressure on us, we're creating the opposite of the result that we want. That means that instead of being happy, instead of generating that hormone of happiness, and you're scared, you're stressed, you're creating pressure, and instead of losing weight, you are gaining weight. Yes, stress create weight. So I want you, if for example, if you were like me in that area, specific area that you were looking, that you want to redefine, that you, for example, your health goal was to lose 20 pounds, 10 pounds, that you didn't, Think about what activities that I enjoy doing the most. Do them. What are the exercise that I want to do? What can I do differently? What can I try differently? Maybe you try to go to the, I don't know, lift weight and it was getting you miserable, sore and stuff. What about just going down pound? Because again, I've also learned that is not the amount of pound. The pound doesn't have to be heavy. It's just the consistency. Anything that you do consistent, then will create a change in the long run. And I call it baby steps. So if you think that change, the transformation of your body, your stomach is going to happen overnight, but it won't happen overnight. It requires dedication. It requires consistency, and you have to do the work. And mentally, you have to be at least, you have to be released, you have to be really kind of, at peace and harmony with yourself. That's what I call wholeness. Number three, when you start over, I want you to stop looking at other people and I want you to ask yourself a question: what do I need in that moment in my life? In this season in my life? As a mom, what do you need? And again, don't look, don't compare. The 20 years version of yourself versus the 50 or the 40 version of yourself is going to be totally different. Your needs are going to be different. Your reality is going to be different. Maybe back there, 20, when you were skinnier, you were just going to school, you had no family, you had no children, you had no business, you were not working full time. So I want you to be realistic and know exactly what you need exactly in this situation, in this season of your life. Maybe you just have given birth to a new child. That means that your season might be way different because again, even though you want to go to the gym, for example, even though you want to write that book, even though you want to create that course, your dynamic is not going to be different because your reality is totally different from anyone else who doesn't have any crybaby, who doesn't have to breastfeed if you breastfeed, who doesn't have to attend to a newborn. So I want you to be realistic. I want you to embrace your season, and I want you to not compare your old self, all right, to the one that you are now. I want you to understand and enjoy the journey. If it's motherhood right now, you just give birth to a baby, thank God for a new birth. Embrace the season. Enjoy being a mom. Enjoy breastfeeding if you chose to breastfeed. Enjoy really because again, parenting is a season, but you are a mom forever. But in order for you to be that good mom, that CEO, whoever you're called to become, you need to create balance. You need to know exactly. For example, if you failed in the writing, you wanted to write a book last year, you didn't. Embrace your season right now. Maybe you wanted to post 10 times a day. That's what all the books that you read say. But your reality say that, you know what? I have a newborn. I probably up almost the night. All I can do right now is to post once a day. Do it. Because your journey is different. Your reality is different. Your season is different. I want you, as you starting over, not to compare with anyone. Finally, I want you to make the correct decision to start where you are with what you have. Let me say that again. I want you to make the conscious decision to start where you are using what you already have. And I'm telling you, all you need is a seed. All you need is a seed that you can plant in the correct ground, nurturing, and it will become either a beautiful garden or forest or whatever that you want it to be. So, what do you have in your hand right now? What do you have right now? You might not need another degree, you think you do. You might not need another program, maybe you think you do. You might not need to read another book. You've written thousands and thousands of books. So, it's now using what you already have. It is now time to go and apply it because, again, only application create transformation. I was like this. We have at some point we have what we call information overload. That means you've read, you've studied, you've done so much, and you think you don't know enough. You already know enough. You already are enough, and everything that you needed in this season were created with you inside of you in the form of a seed. But you have to be aware of it. You have to learn to nurture it, and you have to push it out just like you push that baby out of yourself so it can become, it can manifest to that which you want. I hope this is gonna help you start all over again. Don't forget, if you like this video, put a thumb up, comment which one of those steps that you need to start over. Don't forget to subscribe to this video. Be a blessing, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, remember that you're born and created for a purpose, so the world needs that woman here that you are. With love.